Another test ride today. Again, I've got the Sony FDR-X3000 on, and I've got a different microphone this time. Right now the visor is open. I've got, I don't know what the name of the microphone is, what brand, but it's a microphone that is not stereo as far as I know, and it's got a little bit of a foam shield on it. It's tucked just forward of my right cheek pad, so it's at the corner, the right corner of my mouth, and so it's not covered up by the cheek pad. Like I said, the visor is open right now, and it's now in the closed position. All my vents are open, and we'll see how the audio is on this particular setup. What I've also done is I've put in my breath guard, which I always used to take out. As soon as I got a helmet, I take that out because it used to fog up my glasses. Well, I heard on one of the YouTube channels that I watch, Missenden Flyer, and John on the Missenden Flyer said that he doesn't ride with a chin guard because the chin guard causes his glasses to fog up. Now I always use a chin guard to keep the noise down inside the helmet, and in the cooler months, I guess that helps to keep your, helps to keep you warm. But if he is correct, and he probably is because he's in England, and oh yeah, I can feel the difference, the breeze up underneath my chin, which I don't mind. The more ventilation I can get in my helmet, the better. So I don't mind that at all. Even in the winter, I don't care so much because I can always put a neck warmer on or something like that, or a balaclava or something like that on, or I can even put the chin guard back on. So I don't mind that breeze coming up from underneath there. But this is the first time that I'm feeling that, and it's kind of weird. But anyway, what I was saying is that John lives in the UK, and he rides pretty much all year round. And you know how the UK is always wet and damp and all of that stuff. So if he's saying that the chin guard causes fogging up of the glasses, I'm going to listen to him. So this is a trial for that. So I'm hoping that the breath guard kind of... why is my Bluetooth device disconnecting over and over? My phone is in my pocket. Yeah, so the breath guard is supposed to keep some of the wind noise from when the visor is cracked, keep that wind noise down. That's the theory anyway, so we'll see. But then the bottom of the helmet is completely open, so some noise can be creeping in from there. But essentially the microphone is to the right of my chin bar, and it's at the right corner of my mouth. I don't really like it touching my mouth, but if I get good sound, I'll put up with it. So, what a day. The weather is fantastic. The weather is beautiful and bright. I can't say the same for yesterday. Yesterday was kind of cloudy, and then yesterday evening it got really, really wet. And last night there was some really terrible weather. And I think a tornado might touch down in a couple parts of greater Houston area. So, weather was really, really bad. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, let the dog out, and it was raining and ugly then. And but then shortly after I really woke up this morning, the weather seemed fine. And now you can see beautiful blue sky, little puffs of clouds, very nice. So I thought it was a good opportunity to go for a little spin and check this out. I just closed the the visor, lock the visor down. So can't get any quieter than this. I'm hoping that the sound is not as muffled as it sounds to me as I'm talking here now. I'm talking here now and it sounds pretty damn muffled to me. That's one thing I could say about the Sena Prism. When that records and the active noise cancellation is in effect, it must turn up the treble, or and tune the sound so that it sounds a little bit clearer. I'm hoping that this microphone does a good job. If it's encouraging, maybe I'll spend more money and get a good microphone like this, and keep the microphone in this position. But I have no idea what I'm gonna get. Weather is a little warmer, so the bugs are coming out. Getting a couple of bugs on my visor. Well, it's 81 degrees outside, so I don't think they'll be fogging up of my glasses. So I can't really tell whether this removal of the chin guard is helping or not with the fogging up business, but everything is clear right now, so I'm happy. Maybe one of these days when I go to work next week and I leave earlier in the morning when it's cooler, maybe it'll fog up more then. And then I can really tell whether the removal of the chin guard is effective. Anyway, this is Tomball. Tomball is a city, I guess, not a town, just north of where I live. I live in Houston, so I'm probably close to the border with Tomball. And it's got an old town and quite nice, and it has a farmer's market every other Saturday or something like that. And not a bad little town. There's a food truck place here that some of the guys in the office and I every now and again go for a food truck bike night. So we go for a little ride, I guess, and we go eat at the food truck. Ooh, wet puddle. Go and eat at the food trucks. Food trucks are not that cheap. They like to bill themselves as gourmet street food or something like that, I guess. But all I know is that they can be pretty expensive. You can get a burger and a drink or something like that and some fries, and you end up paying like $15. Burger's good, but still, it's kind of expensive. Speed limit here is 30 miles an hour, and I guess the cops are usually out patrolling, looking for victims. So everybody's going slower. Ah, there's a hole opening up here. Okay. Now the food truck place is called 403 Eats, and it's right here on the right hand side. There's a food truck park, and we either go there or we go to Deacon Baldy's in Magnolia. So if we decide, we alternate between the two. If we decide to come here, then it's just a 10-minute ride for me from my house, 10-15 minute stops. And but if we go to Magnolia, then I've got a long ride. And those guys that I ride with, some of them live closer to the other place, so it's good that we kind of take turns. Some days we go to the place that's closer to me, and some days we go to the place that's closer to them. So it works out. The other place, Deacon Baldy's, is got 43 kinds of beer there. This place is not a beer, is not focused on selling beer, and so it's a little bit different. I'm not a beer drinker, and plus when I'm riding, I don't drink beer. I mean, I'll drink whatever beer is available if I'm not riding. I'll maybe have one beer. Just for something cold to drink, but I'm not into drinking beer. I would drink liquor instead of beer. A good rum or a good whiskey, that's more my style. What a nice day, 82 degrees. I know the weather is going to be such coming up in the summer here in Houston that we're going to be saying, oh, 82 degrees is so cool. Such a nice cool day. Right now it's bloody hot. Everything is relative. So underneath this the visor, I've got my chin vent open fully, and that's probably going to lead to the most noise going into this microphone. But in warmer weather I can't close that chin vent. So it is what it is. Gotta love the quick shifter on this bike. Quick shifter up, auto blipper down. Works so beautifully. Hardly use the clutch except when shifting from first to second. Other than that, I just blip my way through the gearbox. So nice. Today is Monday, Thursday, so it's the Thursday before Easter, and the kids are off today. Schools are closed. Schools are closed tomorrow, Good Friday. So my granddaughter is at home right now with my wife. We have to babysit her today as her mom goes to work today. She's all excited about Easter, I guess. She's 8 years old, and 8 years going on 21. But still, she's excited about Easter and Easter eggs and that sort of stuff. Hope the weather will be nice for Easter. I think today is going to be the warmer of the 3 days, and so that suits me just fine. Maybe I'll go for a ride. I was hoping, I was off all this week. I was hoping to get away and go moto-camping, but I had work to do, and I still have work to do. So what I've been doing is I've been doing a little bit of work every day. You know, work until I get sick of it, and then I stop. Like today I did a couple of hours, got sick of it, and I stopped. And can't see me doing any work this afternoon because I'm going to go home and see what this video looks like. And then I have to go to the doctor for a follow-up visit. And then after that is supper. So resume tomorrow again, I guess. Do some more work tomorrow. But if I reach a good stopping point, I might just do an overnighter somewhere. My bag is always packed, so I'm always ready to go motor camping. I got my tent, my sleeping bag, everything is all packed up. So all I got to do is worry about meals for however long I'm going for, and pack that up in the top box. And away I take off. I go. I just put a couple of shirts, couple of underwears, pants inside the panniers, and I'm ready to go. Friend of mine, one of the guys in the office that I ride with, he's got a couple of bikes. He's got one cruiser, a little cruiser that he rides around with, and he's got his GS. He's got a BMW R1200 GS. And last time we had a food truck bike night, he showed up there with the GS, and on the back of the GS he had his bag. I says, "Are you going somewhere? Why is your bag on the back of the bike?" He says, "Oh, the bag is always there. It lives there." And I'm saying, you know something, that's a damn good idea. Well, he doesn't commute with his bike, you know, so he can afford to leave it in the garage fully packed up with his bag on the back. But he says, I'm ready to go at the drop of a hat. So he can go camping at any time. And he's the type of person that will take off. He'll jump on his bike and he'll say, I'm going west. And he'll go west for, you know, 4 or 5 days, and then he'll turn around and come back a different way, come back home, you know. And being a GS rider, he most of the riding he does when he goes on these trips is off-road. So, but the point is, he's always ready to go, even more so than I. My bag is packed. It's just that it's in the living room of my house. But his bag is packed and it's on the back of the bike. So he's ready to go, even more so than I am. Anyway, I think I'll end this now. I'm getting close to where I live. And so until I take another video, talk to you later. Keep the shiny side up.